Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Today I want to share with you guys another fantastic pair of cowboy boots. Now, you guys have been watching me for a while. You guys know I share a little bit of everything on the channel. And one thing I'm really into is cowboy boots. I love the way they feel, love the way they look. I feel like a cowboy boot can be dressed up, it can be dressed down. And you know, I see a lot of, let me just say this. I see a lot of men's grooming channels out there, men's channels, whereas, you know, my channel isn't really specifically just men's fashion or men's, you know, alpha. No, we're not talking about anybody in particular, okay? But, you know, there's a lot of guys out there giving advice. And, you know, I think it's great that everybody has a YouTube channel. I love sharing these products. But one thing I'm always very careful on is telling you guys, you men out there, what you need to do. I cannot stand these videos where guys like all men need. 5 shoes all men need. Individual men need what makes them ultimately happy. And if you're not into cowboy boots, that's okay. If maybe you're into sneakers or Jordans or whatever, you know, loafers, it doesn't really matter. Whatever you're into is all that matters, and for you to wear these things and enjoy these things as you're being your own individual and your own man, because that's what really makes an alpha male. You know, no apologies for being who you are. Of course, that doesn't mean go out and be a dick and be rude to people, but I mean making no apologies for what you like and what brings you happiness. If you like cowboy boots, you like leather jackets, then these are things I like, but that doesn't mean you have to like them. And I just want to be very clear that don't listen to these guys' grooming channels telling you where to shave your beard, how to shave your beard, how to do your hair, how do you do... It's just not... That's stuff that works for them. Not everything's going to work for every single person, and not everything's going to be something that's going to make you happy. You know, just because I love big, huge Invicta watches, speaking of, not wearing Invicta today, wearing the Steel Dive, check my video out on that. If you don't like big watches, there's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy, just because I tell you, oh man, you know, Invicta's a fantastic watch brand, if you ultimately want to spend more on a watch, I'll give you reasons on why you can get a better value, but ultimately, you need to buy what makes you happy. And that's what being a man is all about. Being a man is about being yourself and being you. And I cannot tell you the number of people out there who do things for the approval of others. Not this man, okay? And if you get anything from these videos, is be an individual and be real to yourself, you know? Don't make fun of other people. Don't look down upon other people for wearing different things than you. Embrace differences, because ultimately, we're the only ones who can make each person happy. You know, you shouldn't buy a Rolex or a pair of Jordans or whatever it may be for the approval of others. That's not, because ultimately those things, when you get them, the luster wears off. When the compliments stop happening, if people stop noticing, you're doing it for the approval of others. That's not what being a man's all about. So now that I'm going to get off my soapbox, I want to share with you guys cowboy boots. So I absolutely love cowboy boots. I think a cowboy boot is an extremely masculine, very manly sort of shoe, right? You know, I'm not to say I don't have Chelsea boots. Not to say I don't. Very rarely. Sneakers are for one purpose, in my opinion. That's working out or running, okay? That doesn't mean that I'm telling you not to wear them. If you ultimately like them, all that matters is what you like. But for me, nothing makes me... I don't know. I love the way a nice pair of cowboy boots fits, and how they look and how durable they are. And the cool thing about cowboy boots is, like I said, they're very versatile. You can wear them with dress slacks, depending on the dress slack. You can wear them with jeans. Some dudes even wear them with shorts. I'll go out and get the mail sometimes with shorts, but I think it's a super masculine. I tell you, and I'm bringing that up because I've seen some of these. I've commented a few times on some of these like females putting out men's videos. It's like shut up, you know. Oh, I don't like. It's like, bitch, fucking don't even go there, you know. It's like, it's just amazing, you know. But so my point, wear what you like. If you don't like cowboy boots, that's okay. It's video prize for you. But if you do like cowboy boots, you got to check these out. So I reviewed a pair of these the other day. I believe the video is live. These are the Loredo Laramie Snip toe boots. Now, there's tons of different toes out there. You can get J toe, you can get square toe, you get 3X toe, like another pair I'm going to share with you guys at a later date. This is just their standard snip toe. And I have to tell you, of all the different types of toes you can get out there, this one is my favorite. It's not overly long, but it does, you know, come to a nice, sharp, square point. It's a nice contrast between, or not contrast, it's a nice combination between like a J toe or a rounded toe and a square toe. So I absolutely love these. I think there's something very more modern and sophisticated. Again, doesn't mean I don't have other toes as well, but I love these. I love the fact that they've really knocked it out of the park with the design on this. You know, there's lots of boots out there you can get that are just plain black, and they're nice too, but I like they've done something to really, you know, kind of dress it up a little. And these are very dressy cowboy boots, but very masculine at the same time. So you check out the top there. Hopefully you can see that. And I'll show you what they look like with jeans in just a second here. You got this kind of like inner waist weaving pattern that goes up the side of the boot, both sides as well. Extremely nice leather. And you know, guys, you know, I'm sure there are cowboy boot snobs out there as well. You can spend a lot of money on cowboy boots. I tend to try to keep my purchases of cowboy boots within the, I don't know, I'd say like 100 to 150 bucks. That's kind of where I feel comfortable. I haven't picked up a set of Python yet, but they're gonna cost you about 200. But I'll probably get a pair in the not too distant future. But these, I'm probably gonna get another pair of these, because one thing I've noticed is a lot of these companies make a certain style, and then before you know it, they don't make them anymore, and then you're like, shit, I should have bought more. A perfect example was Durango made a pair of boots that I had couple years. They lasted forever. They were so great, and they stopped making them. I think you can still, they were once the honcho strap. I think you can still find them, but they're pretty rare. So these definitely got to pick up. I absolutely love these. They're available in 3 different colors. You get the black. You have the it's more of like a, I would say they call it tan. I think they call it tan, and then the rust. I have the rust color. I'll tell you that the rust color, it starts to get a little bit dried out looking and more worn, so I do have to get some polish on there to nourish that leather a little bit, just from where your foot, you know, bends. But they're great boots as well. I like them so much in the rust that I had to get a pair in the black. And like I said, I will get another pair. So a little bit more about them. You have 100% leather. They are imported. You have a rubber sole. It says here it has tonal stitching and dual pull loops. It's the top. Pointed snip toe and a cushioned insole. I'll tell you that some of the Loredo boots that I've received, extremely comfortable. With any cowboy boot, I always throw an insole in there, depending on the boot. If it's a boot that, you know, sometimes you know, an 8 may not fit like an 8, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit smaller. Just depends on the manufacturer. I found that depending on your situation, get the boots first and then buy yourself a nice set of insoles. That's not only going to protect the interior of the shoe, but it's going to give you a lot more comfort. I have a few insoles in here that honestly the boots are as comfortable as when I throw on my running shoes. So they're fantastic. Another thing about a nice quality boot like this is that you can have these resoled if you ever need to. Another great thing about these is that you do have a synthetic sole. I have boots that are the leather sole. Those are great too. But in the rain, rain tends to break them down more. I'm not saying you're going to wear them and they're instantly going to fall apart on you, but this is definitely more durable for, you know, kind of more of a 4-season weather pattern, right? You can wear these in, you know, rain, snow, although I don't recommend it. I mean, really, if you, depending on your elements, choose your right boot. But I do think these are extremely durable and going to give me many years of life. The nice thing about, again, rotating or having a big selection of boots or watches or cologne, you know, these things last a really long time. You can rotate and you kind of spread that wear out. Price point on these right now, $139 if you get them in the black. If you get them in the rust, you were looking at, ooh, I don't know if they're available. Looks like, well, in my size, they're not. You'll just have to click the link, tan, $129. So, again, depends on the size. One thing about Amazon, when they put their prices on here, it's never, most cases, it's never the same for the different sizes. So sometimes they'll have a deal on, you know, a 7.5, sometimes they'll have a deal on 9.5. Just depends. Click the link, see what your size is, and see what the price is after you put your size in there. So, but roughly $139. Let me just see what like a 9.5 would be. And they do make them in wide as well. You get a 9. Pretty much all the sizes are available in a wide. Looks like most of these 9.5, 10.5. 11.5. So it looks like most of these in the 7.5 and up are $139. So pretty consistent on the price there. Again, I have seen Amazon, you know, give you a deal. Let's say they probably, because they have more stock on, let's say, a certain size, and they'll make the better price for them. So I think I paid less than $139 for these. Actually, I think I caught them for $129. They were part of the, and I'm not sure if they still are. Looks like they might be part of the Amazon wardrobe, which is great. You can order them. They won't charge you. Wear them for 7 days. Make sure you like them. And I don't know their policy as far as wearing them. I do because I usually know I'm going to keep them. But get them home. Basically use your home as the dressing room. Try them on. Make sure you like them. And then within 7 days, they'll automatically bill your card on file. So pretty fantastic boot. I love these. I got to pick up another pair. So let me just show you guys now what they look like. Again, Loredo boots, in my opinion, super comfortable. Even without the insoles. These ones I have on right now don't have insoles. I need to add an insole. With these, I'll probably add a thinner insole. And what I failed to mention earlier was the nice thing about the insoles too is that, you know, your feet sweat, especially in a boot. Not a lot of breathing, a lot of ventilation in there. You know, the inner soles will actually absorb some of that moisture that come off your feet and trap that in the inner sole, then you can wash those. So it saves your boots from getting extra stinky. I always use a couple carbon balls in there to help to absorb the odor. And you can even go like Dollar Tree or whatnot, get some deodorizer. I just use like the generic Axe you can get, like fake Axe from Dollar Tree. Spray a little in there, and will, you know, give you a long life of a boot that's not going to smell, offend anybody. Because boots, you know, your feet naturally, there's not a lot of breathing room that goes in there. So, but other than that, fantastic boot. Again, I would do recommend if you do get these, go ahead and wait till you get them, see how they fit, and then maybe add an insole in there if depending on, I would add an insole regardless, but depending on whether you need a thicker insole or a thinner insole, it's just nice to, you know, be able to take up a little bit of room, and again, your feet will thank you for it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they look like here. Now I'm wearing just a pair of basic Amazon Henleys. I absolutely love these Henleys. They usually come around this time of year. They are just absolutely fantastic for $10. You know, I tell you guys, it is a matter of opinion. It is subjective, but I'll tell you, you know, when I see a lot of these, again, these men's grooming, these men's fashion channels talking about, you know, what to wear. Some guys are wearing like $80 shirts, right? I'm really down to earth. I'm very frugal. You know, you can get really nice gear, really nice clothing without spending a lot. You know, I have the expensive ones, the Rock Revival jeans, $180 a pop. I've had other brands. I can tell you that really, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Get something that fits you properly, and you know, you're going to look good and you're going to feel good. So again, $10 Henley from Amazon Basics. Again, this time of year they come around. They've been out of stock for about 6 months. Jeans, these are just Old Navy jeans, although I normally get ethanol jeans off Amazon. These are on sale. You guys know, anywhere, you know, wherever you live, there's probably an Old Navy somewhere. These are the boot cut. I go back and forth between boot cut and skinny jeans. Nice thing about boots like this is that they look great on, I'd say, slim fit jeans, and of course, you know, your boot cut. I would say these are kind of a mild boot cut. You could probably get a straight as well. You'd have no issues. One thing I've noticed that if you're going to wear, if you like cowboy boots, you start getting involved in wearing them, you enjoy them. I would recommend getting some ankle boots as well if you do wear skinny jeans. The only issue I have is that if I'm going to wear some of my more skinny jeans, depending on the manufacturer, the ethanol jeans, it's not too bad. You can't really, it doesn't look weird. But you have to pull your pant leg over the jeans, of course, common sense, and it sometimes looks a little weird if the pants are too tight. With bootlegs, with boot cut, you don't have a problem. So let me just go ahead and show you guys what these look like. Bear with me while I try to adjust my camera here. You guys know I'm never really set up to do this perfectly, but you'll get an idea of what they look like. You know, like I said, with my Rock Revival jeans, I think you have a much wider leg. I've been very impressed with the quality of Old Navy jeans. I know it sounds, I'll get some of the idiots on here saying, oh, cheap this, cheap that. Everybody's got something to say all the time. I can tell you that my Old Navy jeans, I mean, some of the ones I wear when we go crabbing in the summertime and out there camping, I mean, they are like indestructible. Probably one of the most durable jeans. My Rock Revivals, not so much. I mean, I love the jeans, don't get me wrong, but remember, you don't always pay for quality, okay? It's not, you know, the old saying you get what you pay for is not always true. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're looking for a very nice quality, super durable jean. Old Navy jeans, in my opinion, and this isn't a plug for Old Navy, I'm just saying that their jeans, in my experience, have been super, super durable. So, and I absolutely love their boot cuts. So just a great looking, hopefully you guys can see. Let me bring this in a little bit here. You can see nice dressy top there with that stitching. I mean, most boots have like some sort of embroidery on top or stitching. With these, I love that they've done that kind of interweaved stitch around the toe, and you know, the great thing about cowboy boots too, if you're not a tall guy, you know, I'm not a tall dude at all. I'm 5'7.5". You know, they add about 1.5 inches of height, so about 5'9", right? Not too bad. So you could always, you know, it definitely helps to get a little extra height there. That's for sure. I mean, not with anything really in life, you know, unless I'm going to go play basketball. I'm not going to do that in cowboy boots. But, you know, a little extra height never hurts, right? I mean, I think that most men out there, I would think most guys, especially if you're not really tall, would, you know, like to be a little bit taller. There's always something we can work on, you know, build, body, we can work on that. But unfortunately, height is something we just can't change. There's a very easy way to add a little bit of height for you there. You know, gentlemen, if you are self-conscious about that, frankly, I am not, but it is a nice perk to get an extra 1.5 inches. And you guys know, 1.5 inches. Come on, don't make it dirty, folks. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you have any questions about the boots, I can't imagine you would, but if you do, you guys know I'm always here to help. Just drop me a comment, drop me an email. I always get back to you, usually within a couple hours, but sometimes it'll go a couple days. Like I said, always here to help, guys. If you like the content, do subscribe, and you guys have a fantastic day out there. Click the link in the description if you want to know more about these, and have a fantastic day, guys. Take care.